Hey guys, I'm live. Where the fuck is Instagram? I had Instagram up here. Be right back. Sorry guys. sorry. It's reality for me. I'm so fucking late. I'll talk to you while I'm doing this. Cause sorry, I'm an hour and a half late. Just I have no excuse except for just a rough morning this mentally. But anyway, we're doing Martha's Vineyard today, and because nothing else, they haven't had the reunion yet. Create. I can't talk and move. It's like I can't chew gum at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Summer house. I know you guys are here. I love you so much for waiting, and whoever's going to join. I appreciate it. I can't believe I forgot to do this part. I always do, and I feel stupid. All right, create it. Stream key. I love all you guys. I love you. I can just sit here and say I love you. I love you so many times for sticking with me all the time. Terry, I see you. And I saw my mirror, my mod, my loving starseed sister, best friend, starseed from a different planet sister. All right, now I'm gonna turn Instagram on. Okay, so we're live here. Wait, this one too. Okay, go live. What do you mean something more? What do you mean? Sorry. Okay. This always happens. I can't. This happens every time I try to go. All right. I love you. I see you. I thank you for saying I look beautiful. Give me a second. I'm having a nervous breakdown as usual. The hell, dude. Okay. What the fuck is the problem? Why? What? Is that me? All right, I guess it is. Okay. That wasn't, but I guess it is. Okay. All right, I'm back. I'm here. Hi. Thank you. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for being so patient. Where's Instagram? We're on too, and nobody's there. Okay. Hi, guys. All right, now I can chill for a second. But the room looks like it's getting filled up. So, because it's Friday, this must be a good time to do it. So, yeah, Martha's Vineyard. And if you don't know who I am, I'm reality of Kristen Marie. And I'm here on Monday. I guess I'm saying that. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, usually in the winter. But for summertime, I'm here on Wednesday and Friday, live 12:15 to talk whatever housewives is on or shows are on. My sign's not lit up, but I want it to be in the view. So let's just move this over for a second. I also do the Who's Starting On podcast, which is basically on this channel. Also, though, on the podcast side. And I've been asking you guys to go rate it for me. And you can even review me if you don't like it. But I keep seeing I'm getting ratings on Apple and Spotify. I appreciate it. If you guys haven't rated me, please go rate us 5 stars. And I mean us. I'm talking about me and Dallin Thorpe right now. Yeah, and my podcast. We're doing collabs for Housewives of New Jersey. He's Salty Housewives or podcast. Please follow him or subscribe and all that crap, and 5-star review his podcast because our episodes are on both podcasts every week, every Saturday. They are released because we record them Saturday morning and literally release the next minute. We don't we're not editing type people. Yeah, my hair does look pretty good, doesn't it? Okay. Actually, I'm digging my look today. All right, so I can't see. I know, Tara or Mimir, can you you don't have to do never mind. Don't listen to me. I was gonna say, can you link somebody's podcast, but there's nobody. All right, guys. So got my nails done. Anything else? Oh yeah, also Wednesday nights, if you haven't caught up the live I do with Pop Culture Green Room, it was pretty funny this week. I feel like I'm always over talking them. It's kind of why I feel I kind of get weird about going on other people's podcasts. Because I'm used to having my channel kind of by myself, and you guys, I could talk for an hour, you know that, without even taking a breath before I realize that either Dustin's there, or Erin's there, or somebody, because I just get on a tangent. But I mean, I hope that I'm not like scaring them away. But please follow the podcast. That's what I was going to tell you, Mimir. Please link Pop Culture Green Room in here, please. I should have a permanent link from now on, but or make it easier for you to get to. But this Pop Culture Green Room, they're on Instagram. Also follow me on Instagram and all the socials. I'm Reality of Kristen Marie everywhere at Reality TEA with Kristen Marie. And the person on Twitter that keeps trying to say I stole the T part, I've been the harsh reality since 2012, and I was the first one. I also own the whatever you call it, the What do you when you buy the name or something? Iron Hearts Reality of Kristen Marie, the Who's Signing On podcast, and that's it. But T spelled TEA. And I'm also trying to, what's it called when you like copyright it, or you know what I'm saying? So nobody else, because I keep seeing people using it and I'm starting to get a little annoyed with it. I don't mind, but like I don't want somebody to actually buy the name for real. And I really want it to, I don't know if I can, what's it called? It's a copyright. I don't know how to talk. I'm like so retarded. I'm not like smart like that, but whatever it's called, where you copyright. No, I don't know what the word is. Whatever it is, if they'll let me do my whole name or reality. Anyway, let's just fucking move on. So, who's here? There's a lot of people here. I don't. Is it? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, now make me nervous. Whoever's watching, if you want to come over to, please come over to do the chat, the live chat. So if you're listening on the Who's Starting On podcast side, I'm not speaking to myself. I'm talking to you all, but I'm talking to myself. No, I'm talking to the live chat. So sometimes you'll hear this in audio when I'm with just Dalen. But if you're hearing this now, you're hearing this and you're hearing me talk to the live chat because I interact with them the whole time. So I try to do my best to read the comments and like, so you know what I'm saying. But it don't really ever really work that way. And I usually get sidetracked. Oh, I forgot also for all you new people watching, at 4:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day I go live on Instagram. Sometimes it's Instagram and YouTube. I don't want to try to do all that shit for just like a 20-minute live. But I'm only supposed to go on there for 10 minutes a day, 4:20. It's called High Tea because in case you haven't, if you're not watching, I smoke pot like all day long. I'm not apologetic about it. I live in Jersey. It's legal. And if you could see me that I can't sit the fuck still, you would know why I smoke pot. And you'd be like, this bitch needs to smoke more pot. She's fucking nuts out of her mind. I'll put my legend banner up. All right. So the finale of Martha's Vineyard was just recently, right? And then we haven't had from what I've seen, I thought I just watched just the finale. I believe that the reunion is Sunday night. And also the other Summer House reunion is coming up too, I think. I could be wrong about that. But I know it's either like the finale's coming up for that one with Carl and Lindsay, and I think the breakup was this week or something, or last night maybe even. So if they get through Martha's Vineyard, it was a really good fucking finale. I don't know about the yelling part. I don't understand. Okay, what I did for Who's Starting On is I just put Bria, right, and everybody else. Is that what I put? Let me just see. I don't know what I put. Bria and everybody else, because dude, she's just like she is a problem. And I need you guys to tell me what you think about this whole raising your voice thing, right? Because I'm starting to realize what my problem is too, is that when I go to argue or have it, or what's it called? Resolve conflict, we'll say with my husband or anybody else, when I'm like, I get loud first. You know what I mean? Like I get loud because I get frustrated because I have a hard time explaining myself because of my ADHD and all. So that's where mine comes from. But I feel like and he doesn't, my husband just doesn't at all. And it's like, I get really frustrated, right? But then I realize I'm losing the battle because I get really, you so activated about shit that's not my problem. Imagine when I'm feeling not heard at home and shit, you know what I mean? So I want to know what you guys think, because I feel like, so we had Nick get really loud with, what's her name? Summer. Shanice, hold on. I got to fix my hair real quick. I know you guys, I'm still talking. Whoever it was, Bria was getting really loud, but then she was saying that, basically like running away from Nick, saying it's his fault, he was getting loud. But I mean, he's frustrated, right? And then the same thing happens with Amir. And then Bria, she gets loud too, right? So it's like, is that a problem? Like, I mean, I don't want to say it's not a problem, but is it like something that, like, do you guys recognize that in somebody, like, I guess, I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, I get very activated, and it's like, I'm old, and I feel, and it's only because I feel misunderstood, right? So I don't understand, like, and I know I was frustrated with Bria to begin with. So, like, I get where, like, their frustrations are coming from. I thought it was so fucking unnecessary to drag Nick's girlfriend into this and to actually bring up the fact that they felt like he was touching them, and whatever the case was. First of all, the subject was wrong. It was not even right. It was not even like, hi, I don't know how to spell your name, but I don't know if you're a troll or you're here to be nice, but welcome if you are. So like my whole thing is that I don't understand what they were trying to do. None of them actually felt that he was handsy, as far as I could understand. Not Shanice, not Summer, not Noelle. I don't know why telling Tanisha, whatever her name is, Tanisha, would be a thing. And I'm glad that she didn't take the bait. I'm glad she didn't say yes to Amir's girlfriend. Natalie. Now then Natalie says she was trying to give her a heads up that they were going to tell her this. I'm like, no. I don't know if I actually believe that. I don't know. Why would you just, no, don't do all that. Like, why would you do all that? You know what I mean? Like, so, but then when they talk to Amir about it, I'm still blaming Bria, because Bria, like, unless you guys are seeing something, I don't know. Why did they feel like they needed to talk to Tanisha about this? Because didn't he already actually tell Tanisha about all this anyway when he called them, or when it first happened, the first couple episodes, and they said something to him? Oh my God, my Wi-Fi is going out. Are you kidding me? This is what's happening all day. If my Wi-Fi goes out. Okay, Terry, I believe so too. I feel like, yes, very unfair. And I don't think Bria understands the conflict, or even, I even kind of want to blame Noella. Like, because when they were doing that thing twerking in the very beginning, that party, he was not handsy with them. And I'm so glad that Bravo has tapes of this shit. You know what I mean? Because that's not fair. But like, thank God they do have tapes that they can like play stuff back. Because remember how the girl said that Eddie was too smiley Eddie. You know what I mean? So it's like, and then Bravo shows them, and they're like, Eddie not smiling, Eddie not flirting, Eddie with Sesame Street check. But yeah, I got J-Lo. J-Lo. There we go. So where's my notes? Hello, where's my notes? IT, blah, blah, blah. Notes. Hello. Notes. Like, I swear to God, I don't know what's happening. Like, I know how to do notes, right? I always do them, like, every day, like, when I do all my stuff. But why all of a sudden am I missing all my notes? There. No. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. I'm like right now. I'm so confused. Oh my God, guys, where's my fucking notes for this? Wait, you know what? Let me just figure this out. Hello, where's my notes? Not in shared. iCloud. iCloud, duh. Okay, well then, where are they at here? Guys, what the fuck is happening? If I don't have notes for this, I'm gonna be really mad, because I know I did them this morning. Oh my God. I don't understand. I saved them too. I have only one note. I only have, it's not paper notes. It's iCloud notes. But I don't know. Oh, here it is. Okay. I got it. I gotta erase all the other ones. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta literally erase. I have so every time I do an episode and I do my notes, I don't write the notes. I'm speaking into my thing. And then I just separate them with the little, whatever they're called, I don't know, dotty things, right? But sometimes I don't have time to watch the show and to do the notes. I'll just take them from Reality Blurb or something like that, and I'll go and I'll just so I remember where I'm at. And then for some reason I believe so I have every single show that I do. Imagine how many shows I do a week, Right now at this point it's 7, and I was trying to do 9. I was trying to do 2. Remember what happened? I was only going to do Wednesday and Friday live at 12:15. And then I said yes to doing the Pop Culture Green Room Wednesday nights with Jersey. I was like, all right. Then I started doing Jersey myself on Wednesdays. And then I did the podcast. Now I'm doing high tea every day. It's like, what did I even take one day off the schedule for then? What was the point of that? You know what I mean? But anyway, you guys see me at high tea with no makeup on. There's a slight bit of a filter with the Instagram. Because I can. But this isn't a filter. This is just me. But with lots of makeup on and lots of hair in. But you see me at high tea with no hair in and no makeup on. And yesterday I actually took out my hair and my ponytail and showed you guys how short my actual hair is and how much I don't like it. But I should have started a while ago. All right, guys. So got all the other stuff out of the way. Allegedly banners up. I got a new camera and it's higher up, and I wanted to be able to see more of me. Not that I want you to see my boobs or anything. In the wintertime, I was weird about my booby showing. I was weird about my cleavage showing. But now, I don't know, it's summertime. Dude, I'm so tan, too. All right, Krista, shut the fuck up. It's ain't about you. Ain't about you, Krista. Not about you, Krista. I need to drop some activity. I vote for dropping New Jersey Housewives. I know, but then I'll have nothing to write about or talk about. I mean, there'll be nothing. There's no Housewives shows on. You know what I mean? I have to do the podcast. I've already committed to 2 podcast collaborations with it, right? You know what I mean? I can change mine and take it off my schedule. But there's literally nothing going on. And I really, really, as much as I'm going to, I don't can't believe I'm saying this. I'm dying for OC to come back. I'm dying for Beverly Hills to come back. Like because we already know like what's up with Jersey. The tea I'm flowing with Jersey is going to basically be the episode, but all the bullshit that's happening on the outside because it makes the episodes are worthless at this point. Bravo, if you're listening, the episodes of New Jersey are worthless. They're boring. They're worthless because you fucked up and you let two stupid bitches literally destroy your whole season. You trusted these assholes. When we've all been saying they're paying content creators for 2 years, but Bravo, now you have the proof, right? And your season's ruined. Nobody wants to watch it. And all we're talking about is that and how it's ruined and how boring it is. Because not only is it the people that don't understand what's going on, they think it's boring because Melissa and Teresa aren't together, which I think is wild. Nobody wants to see it. Like nobody really that knows that wants to see them in the room together. And then when Teresa shows up, it turns it into like it's very anxious and raises anxiety. But everybody knows what's going on, and you can't even put screeners out. So, like you better fire those two people because, like Monica, you made an example out of her. So if you're going to make an example out of her, when you make example out of people, don't you usually like follow that example? You keep going. Like your HR department goes, okay, well this is what happens when you act like a Von Teese, when you do Von Teese stuff. We're going to call this, okay, from now on, this kind of move is called a Von Teese. It's called a Von Teese. That's how we're going to explain what people, we're not going to say it's just like when people talk to content creators and they get tea. That's not what I'm talking about. We all do it. Everybody has some type of relationship with like a reality person or somebody they know. You get information here and there, exclusives here and there. We talk about what you see. This is not that. This is paying them to smear family members, family who lose businesses. So that's what that is. So the fact that nobody wants to talk about it, please, Bravo, understand. Maybe we should even get a petition because I'm fucking annoyed. I don't even really want to keep saying. I honestly have been saying the same thing since for 2 years, and now I'm just literally repeating it again with proof. Oh, I love you too, babe. My husband, I love you too, babe. He said you look so pretty. Oh, he must be watching. This is lunchtime. But yeah, so yeah, like I feel like something has to be done because this is only episode 3 of Jersey that we're into, and I don't want to say it's boring, but it's boring. Maybe for the people that think it's boring, it's only because I don't know. There's no fighting on it. If anybody has any clue why they think it's boring, let me know. I know why it's boring to me because I just want to scream and yell. Oh, and by the way, I know this isn't Martha's Vineyard. I should never do this to myself, but All About the Tea. They're just on YouTube, so I listen to the episodes, and I actually apologized to them and said I'm not going to argue with you in social media about the Teresa thing. It's not professional, and I apologized, and I said I wouldn't do it anymore, and I didn't argue with them. I just left some comments. And can you guys go to the YouTube section of the All About the Truth podcast and please listen to the Laura Lee Jensen, please, and can you comment please that this chick is called we'll call her Laura No News Laura. All the comments are this chick is stupid. She's not answering the question. Everybody wants to know why she's not friends with Marge anymore. Why she dicked Marge over. What did Marge do that was so horrible? Guess what? Marge didn't do anything that was so horrible. All right. I should talk about Martha's Vineyard because I've already had a whole entire live about Laura Lee Jensen and basically saying the same thing I've been saying in my reels that like you fucked up. Nobody else. Like you're like, oh, she contradicts herself the entire time. She sounds so dumb. She sounds so disloyal. She sounds like she's actually she's right. Marge is wrong. And she's, oh my God. First she wants to be on the chat and it's just horrible. And I don't know what these ladies are doing. I don't know what they're doing. They know that she has no information. Everything this whole thing about the Melissa cheating thing, it's not true. It never happened. That's why Melissa and Marge are friends. I should wait for high tea for this. All right, guys, I apologize. I could just literally replay my entire live, and I was tearing apart. It was Martinis with Eddie's interview, and now knowing that he was working with Teresa to demolish people's reputation, I kind of don't feel bad anymore. That was real unprofessional of me to take his interview and just go like, "Fuck this, you're a fucking liar." Da, 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 da. All About the Truth or All About the TRH on YouTube. They have their podcast episodes dropped. I can give you the link, and it's Laura Lee Jensen, and it's talking about how Marge is so horrible and how just the whole thing over and over, Marge the cheat. Oh, the thing that Laura Lee had the lunch with Teresa. She's trying to say that she was not trying to get Melissa in trouble, but that's what the whole season was about last season. It's like, and she thinks that she should get paid because they're talking about her so much on Jersey. They're not talking about you for a good reason, asshole. And it's not because you did something. They're talking about you because you fucked up, because you're fucking. Oh my God. blah, 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 blah. Because Teresa promised her a job on the show, promised her that she'd be able to walk onto the show or walk onto a scene and approach Marge and say what? Like I said in my reel, and say what? I was your best friend and I screwed you over. Like I said, take a good look at the pictures from the shore from last weekend in March. Who's standing next to Marge? It's Lexi. That is her fucking friend, her true friend. Ride or die. We know who Lexi is. Lexi's relevant. We like her largely. She's not a loser like you. She's like not going to fuck her best friend over and think that she's still going to get it. Bravo interviewed you 3 times. You admit it. Marge has set you up 3 times at Bravo. They said no all 3 times. And then Teresa tells you she's going to get you an interview. They still don't call you back again after the 3rd fucking time. You took that bait. You took that as like gold. And then you ran with it. And then you went and did some dumb shit. Larly, are you kidding me? Are you effing kidding me? They don't have the power to hire anybody. Do you get that? What part of that don't you understand? If they wanted you, Larly, they would have grabbed you. They would have not let you. Should have stayed friends with Marge because guess what? Teresa is not your effing friend, right? Teresa's not your friend, bitch. So why would you figure over the one person who tried to really get you on the show? I doubt Teresa actually even called, like she said she did. I'm gonna get to Marge's Vineyard, I promise. Oh my God. I'm just saying, my whole point was I should have never turned it on this morning and listened to it because I was like, Jesus Christ, this fucking girl. What are we talking? Why are we repeating ourselves? I could literally go and repeat any interview she did last year, and it's all the same stuff. It's like, why are you going back in time? The whole reason that you're a problem is because of what Teresa says. You're part of the problem. You're part of her little minion club. That's like, tearing people down, for promises of what? Like selling your soul for what? You know what I mean? So it's like, it's wild to me. It's wild to me. It's wild to me that Krista can't just calm the fuck down and just like not talk about it. I don't know what my problem is. I mean, I can talk about it. I just can't believe that I would listen to that knowing that I really promised myself that all I wanted to do was talk about Martha's Vineyard because that's what we're here to do. And I can't even sit the fuck still because I'm just like, this girl doesn't fucking get it. She just doesn't fucking get it. I don't know what she doesn't understand. I don't know what part she doesn't get. Yes, I was a loan officer. Oh, the person in the comments, by the way, talking about Joe Gorgon and fraud. Yes, I did work with the mortgage company, by the way. You're not going to get my full name. Yes, I do know Laura Lee from that business. I was a mortgage broker. She was a realtor for Signature. My ex-best friend was a realtor. We were all in the mortgage business for 10 years. So fuck off. Don't say that Joey Gorgon committed fraud or sold his parents' house. He did not. I was the person who lived the mortgages. Not the mortgage, but a mortgage. And the mortgages, and that's why I still owe the IRS $8,000 because I did commit mortgage fraud as well. I said it may not have been, I know they didn't commit that fraud. I said, but then I actually got caught for mortgage fraud myself. Not totally unrelated case to Joe, and but they were like, "Oh, you were the one who did the mortgage for that?" I said, "No, motherfuckers, I work for the mortgage company. I don't need to be telling my business anymore." It was because somebody started bringing up the whole thing about, Joe Gorga stole his parents' house. That whole motherfucking thing again. All right, let me get to my notes. Why fuck with my hair? Why am I fucking with my hair, by the way? It looked good, right? It looked really good. Why fuck with it? Because Krista doesn't know how to just leave shit alone. Whoever's watching, new people, please don't take me serious right now. Like, you can take me seriously. I know what I'm doing. I'm here for 3 years. I'm just a mess today. I usually won't fuck with my hair like this on camera. But I just feel like it's part of my, like when I get upset, it's like my EpiPen. It's kind of like what I do with if I had a face roller, it might be so much easier on my life. I should get one, right? The Sutton face roller. Because when I get upset, I use my little like kabuki brush with my makeup because I'm from Jersey. Can't you tell like I'm so tan? Because I actually have a tanning bed. And my pool's open and I burnt my shit. I fell asleep this morning, guys. Yeah. All right, Krista, get the fucking episode. Okay. All right, Krista's here. I'm not touching her. I'll try sitting on my hands. I do know the truth. If you want to know, I've said it before. I know I've kind of said it before, but I'll give you a quick rundown. Mom passes away. House is paid off. Joe Gorga is a person who buys houses, flips them, and sometimes he needs like equity or he needs some kind of like asset, right? And his parent, was going to move in with Teresa anyway, right? So not that he has a mortgage. He had no mortgage. He sold to Joe for $1. Joe put it up for his equity for a I don't know, like some kind of another project he was doing. And I don't know, something happened, but it's not like the mortgage defaulted. It was only $1, right? Whatever the case. when No moved, something happened, and I don't know. I think the house, he did lose the house, but No did not care. He the house was he. That was it. That was it. There's no mortgage to default on because he only sold it to him for $1. But all the other, when that whole all the mortgage fraud was going, just listen, guys. When all the mortgage fraud was going on back in 2008, or was actually after that, because we got caught after. I don't lie, I was doing it too. I still owe the IRS. That was a part of my problem. We all kind of fucked up back then. Okay, so yes, was I involved in mortgage companies? Yes, for 10 fucking years, and that's why I don't like this person. This LL. It's not. I mean, she didn't do anything mortgage fraud wise. But I've said she's like a single white female. I've been saying it for years. When I first heard her name and found out she sat down with Teresa, I was thinking it was an out of town. I said, "Are you kidding me?" I called her. I've been calling her like a single white female, calling her the Bitter Betty Club, and like it just you fucked your best friend over for 46 years. For what? You have no good reason. She left you on Christmas. She didn't stop you from getting a job on Bravo. You stopped you, Larly, from being boring and stupid. And leave you on Christmas? You have a husband, for fuck's sake, who's sober and has a sober journey, which is amazing. Stay with him on Christmas. Christ, how's he feel about you being upset about Christmas? Larly Jensen, my lord. Stop saying Joe. Stop saying. Who's ever saying this shit about Joe? Look, Teresa did on her live her 4 dogs. That is absolutely true. You can find that is on record. Joe Gorga, there's no anything everywhere saying he's ever fucking stole his parents' house or some dumb shit like that, lost it or anything like that. Also, there's a thing called upside down mortgage. When I'm not going to keep talking about this. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to tell you. I tell you the mortgage company I worked at, but like I don't have to go into all that. It's not hard to find. These people are like, oh, question mark, you were the mortgage loan officer. Motherfucker, don't you understand? We all work together. I did mortgages. Somebody else gave me the rent. Look, we all were legal, but like when I'm a loan officer, you get work, you get business from realtors. My best friend was a realtor, worked for Signature, so did somebody else. A lot of us. And then like people like there's got people that are like you need an attorney. So we have one of them. Then you have somebody that's like, buying the houses and flipping the houses. We have one of them. And then it's not like we're sitting there going, oh, we're going to commit mortgage fraud. No, it's like changing a bank statement here and there, signing Monica Chacon's name instead of Teresa Giudice, shit like that. You know what I mean? Acting like you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You don't know how to sign. You didn't know you were signing not your name on a fucking mortgage application. That always blew my mind. She lied so badly. I went to prison. No, you went to prison because you lied about your assets to the judge and you acted stupid like you do here. I forgot. But I forgot to tell. I don't know. I don't remember. You really thought you could tell that too. That's what gets my mind. Like, all right, Chris, come. I'm not mad. I'm just like, it just blows my mind. I should just ignore the comment section. So anyway, I really should just get to the show. But anyway, okay. So this is the finale. I love this episode. I love this entire. Hasn't been released. I thought it was. Somebody said it was. Actually, I saw like in the recap they said that there was a lot of yelling and that it was like released. Oh no, it was released, and there was like a lot of yelling and stuff. So isn't that crazy how quickly they sell each other out? And it was like and I don't. All right, and there was this. I shouldn't keep talking about this. I mean, I will get to Martha's Vineyard, but this poor girl, I guess there's another Gabrielle, or another Melissa's account, Melissa Gorga's fans now, but she's the girl that Jennifer Aiden was talking about saying, I got your daughter a stroller. I thought this was Melissa's old nose that got a stroller. Apparently there's another girl named Melissa's, I don't know, but she was on live last night on Instagram, and Jennifer Aiden is the one who like gave her the money, whatever. But Jenny Aiden did that out of the kindness of her heart, right? No, she didn't. But this girl, she's still apologizing for telling on Jen because she feels like, oh, I told Jen I would never talk about this. Jen didn't do this out of kindness of her heart. Don't give her any props. She started calling her Shamu. She's trying to say this girl, like she was the one who throwing shit in her face, saying, oh, I gave you $1,000 at Christmas, basically calling her like a charity case and shit. I'm really fucking confused because All About Their Truth was also saying that Melissa's old nose was the same girl too. They're like, oh yeah, she got like $1,000 from her. They were saying she was Melissa's old nose, and I don't think this Melissa Gorga's fans is Gabrielle. I don't think she is. I wish I was really fucking confused. I'm watching this live and I was like, wait a minute, you're not the girl that everybody's talking to though, but you're the girl that she got the stroller for and gave $1,000 for, called her daughter special, or said for your special needs daughter. And then has bots calling this girl Shamu and stuff in her DMs, and also trying to deny all this stuff too. And she said, oh, she keeps saying, I'm so sorry that I was in on all the stuff that they did. It's like, stop apologizing. It's fine. It's fine. You're coming clean now. A lot of them are. But it's like this poor girl, and she went live because she felt bad, I guess. I don't know. She's just saying how like she's being bullied by Jennifer Aiden, how Jennifer Aiden's like, she's like, I'm sorry that I'm talking about this. Like, stop apologizing. If somebody did something nice for you, she didn't do anything. Like, she did it because like I don't know why Jennifer Aiden would be. I don't think she's doing it out of the kindness out of her heart. She's just doing it because she's paying this girl to fucking do her dirty work. Anyway, I just feel, I was like, I have to feel bad for these girls because first of all, I don't know where they're even from. I don't think they're from here. And she's got a lot of health problems. And then there was another girl that was on with her. I don't know her name, but they're like a group of people that have been screwed by Teresa somehow. So I guess there's more than Melissa's old nose. And so I'm really like, oh my God, now I got to figure out who's who. It doesn't even matter because the receipts are out anyway. And I thought that she was the one that released all the stuff saying about Jennifer Aiden and said, I got your daughter this and I gave you $1,000 for Christmas. And she's like, yeah, she bought me a Christmas tree. And it's like, who can't stop saying all the stuff that she did for you. It doesn't matter. And that does not change what Teresa and Jennifer have done. Just everything that they did for you does not change what they did. It's not changing what they've done. So it's like apologizing and saying that, you're sorry. It doesn't matter. Like they perpetuated toxicity for a long time. And now the whole goddamn franchise is basically wrong because nobody wants to fucking talk about it or watch it. That is the issue with me. I'm not upset because I'm not offended. I'm not hurt for my friends because I'm not friends with these people in the cast. That's not like a thing. It's like, I mean, yeah, do I feel like, yeah, it's fucking bullshit? And I think I know when things are right and wrong, whatever. I just feel what's happening is so goddamn wrong. And I've been on Teresa's side for a few things. Not now. I could never, just like Joe could never forgive her. I'll never forget this. Like, I'll never forget how dirty she is. And like now Thea knows and understands why I canceled. We had tickets, remember, to the Posh Fashion Show last year. And at the last minute, I'm like, nope. I had a really fucking bad feeling. And Kim was like, no, it'll be safe. I promise. I won't let anything happen. And I think not that I didn't know, we would have been sitting ducks, me and Thea, because we didn't know that all this side shit bad was going on. And they were all there. All about the truth was there. And who knows if Teresa would have showed up, like all this dirty side work shit, sending people to Melissa Gorga's events to ruin them. Oh my God. Me and Thea would have been like unsafe because my Mr. Fix-It people, they're in prison. So I don't got anybody to call to come rescue my ass and get me out of a sticky situation. Like I can't, I have no, I don't even have like security. You know what I'm saying? I'm little, man. And I don't trust it. I don't trust, what happens if there's things. And now knowing all this shit that everybody was doing behind each other's back, it was really like volatile back then. I was like, and I didn't even know half this shit. Like I knew, but I didn't think that it was all like this. And that Kim D was so involved. And she kept telling me that she wasn't. No, she wasn't. She did not admit to me that, like, I don't know. She's like, what do you think's going to happen? You're saying my place is on. I retracted something I said about not being safe. I was like, I didn't mean it wouldn't be safe. And Kim wouldn't let anything happen. But you can't trust who Gorilla is. Like, you can't trust these bitches. Like, the fact that he's a cokehead and shit now, like, a confirmed cokehead. Like, I don't trust, no. Even though like cameras probably wouldn't have been there for that, they didn't, I guess, decided it's this year. They're actually definitely going to be there this year. I no doubt in my mind she's going to talk them into like coming to her show this year. She's not doing all this hard, putting all this work in with Teresa for no reason. Trust me. And I feel that like Kim has sold her. Kim, you've sold out. Just admit it. You've sold out. You can't admit you can't. Krista, why am I doing this? See what I mean? I'm mental. I'm a mental case. I'm going to talk about it. Yeah, that's what she does. And did you hear her trying to defend herself? She couldn't, because I don't even think she was answering the question. All Dana was trying to ask her was, are you in cahoots with people? Because if Dana's going to make a whole project out of what Gabriella is saying, that it's not fair and it's not right, and Bravo should be doing something about it, and she's so upset about what Teresa's doing. Why then, when Kim D's in the middle of it, are you letting her slide there? Like, why? Don't stop saying how good a friend you are with her, Dana. She doesn't really care that much about you. Like, don't try to make money and be on a podcast with her. I will be upset and offended that you won't do a live with me, but you're doing live with people, and everybody's mad at you for this because they're like, she's not answering the question. Just like Laura Lee. Like, Kim D, you just saying I'm using Teresa. I got caught up in the moment and I did some things I'm not proud of. I should have never, gave them information on Vanessa Reiser when she has to start. Just apologize, Kim. Don't start calling Gabrielle calling Gabrielle all kinds of names. And I know somebody's probably going to show Kim this, and I don't want to fight with you, Kim. I'm your friend. Like, I'm just being honest. I just don't know why you can't just say, you know, I am using fucking Teresa. We are not real friends. Because you are. Come on, man. You don't fucking, this is Jersey. We don't fucking forget, Kim. You think I'm stupid. You know better than that. We are cut from the same cloth, my girl. We drink the same water. We have the same morals, basically. You know, we think that we do. And I wouldn't, I mean, I don't think she would put Vanessa in real danger, but I also don't like how she's going to sit there and talk shit on Gabriella. When Teresa's like, she's getting called, I don't know. I just didn't like her being so regressive and like not understanding. It's not everywhere. It's not everywhere. It's not every franchise. It's not every person. It's 2 people on one franchise. There's 8 people on the show, and it's only 2 people that have doing this. It is 2 people making it toxic. It is not like, she's like, oh, it's like that. Everybody's like, oh, everybody does it. If everybody does it, then why is Monica made an example of? You guys make no sense when you say that. They're like, even about the truth. Oh, everybody does this. Everybody does things like that. No, they don't, because Von Teese. Remember the big deal they made about Monica doing it? Why would Monica get fired if everybody does it? No, it doesn't make sense. You cannot use that motherfucking excuse. You're using it. You're not using that excuse. And if you are, then explain to me why Monica's fired. Because Monica was literally exposing a fucking criminal and basically nobody else. Nobody that was relevant on TV any longer. That was Von Teese, and you just knew about it, and you let it go, and then you like literally gaslight the shit out of us, and let her, and then fire my poor Monica. Then you find out that we have one of those toxic franchises in the entire Bravo nation, and nobody could figure out what was happening. You find out it's your cast members that are doing it, people that work for you, Teresa and Jennifer, and now you're like, it's not okay. It's literally not okay. Kim's not hiding anything, and Kim does have things on them, but Teresa's too stupid to be scared. I keep telling everybody this. Everybody's like, why would she do something like, why would she allow Louis? Teresa is too stupid. Think about what I'm saying. Too stupid to be scared. She's got no fucking clue. She's already been to prison once. She's ignoring what's happening with him, with his money. She's like, oh, just because they spend their money legally. What do you think he's done? If this dude has any money, because you are his man, he is your manager. He just needs you to work to make money. So I don't know what he's doing with his 10%. I kind of know it. I do know what he's doing. He's washing it in the Bahamas, allegedly. But he's also like fucking a grifter. You're the grift. And he's going to leave the second you get fired, Teresa, because he can't make money if you don't work. And nobody else is going to hire you. You're lucky that you had a ghostwriter do your books. You guys, because that would be like me trying to host a show. She's not going to be able to host a podcast. You realize there's no episodes. And I don't think Melissa Feaster is stopping her, if I'm not mistaken, bitches, because I think that's actually Teresa's brand name. It's her thing, because that was her tagline, and that was her thing when she got out of prison. Namaste, bitches. Teresa is she's going to need a co-host, and I'm sure there's plenty of people, and Roxanne, or I mean, all about the truth. They're probably going to. I feel like a lot of people wanted Melissa Feaster's spot on that podcast, and that's why they made it so hard for her to stay. She was being bullied, and for nothing, for doing nothing. She did nothing wrong. She was Teresa's friend. God, isn't that sad? Teresa, and I kept saying this, oh my God, she actually has a real friend, like, besides Dolores, but she's lost Jacqueline, she's lost Dina, you know what I mean? Like, now she's probably gonna lose Dolores, and she doesn't know, and then she literally says to Melissa Feaster, an adult woman to woman, the fuck you, don't ever fucking text me again. And like, her podcast partner, who made her so much money and did nothing wrong, was a good friend to her, and like, kept her fucking podcast alive. Like, isn't that wild to me? Like, what is does she think Louis going to be her co-host? Nobody wants to hear from him. Like, it's a shame. She's lost everything. It looks like she's gaining a lot, but think about all the people that aren't in her, and then will now never be in her life again. You will never see her friends with Dina again. You'll never see her friends with Joe and Melissa again, her family. I don't think she's never going to, she's got Louis' family. And guess what? Think about Louis, like his life it happens in increments of like 3 or 4 years, because he's so horrible. So all his relationships are like 3 years, and they're so toxic and so volatile, and they end horribly. He's still chasing after the one that ended before Teresa. He's still taking her to court every other second. He's got sending patients, not one patient, guys, 2. Did you hear that? 2. After he marries Teresa. So it's like this dude cannot sustain any type of life or like some normal life. You know what I'm saying? So like I give it 1 or 2 more years and that's it. I mean, Kim doesn't have any dirt really. Like the worst thing that's her stepdad was in the MOB that's no longer exists, but the you know what I'm saying, mob mentality's still there. Her stepfather, then she was with a guy for 15 years named Tom. He passed away. He was, and her stepdad was head of something, or like the not head, but like underneath the head. You know the Sopranos, who I'm talking about, right? The other family from the Housewives of Jersey. So they're like not the same family, current family, but like around that same time. You guys don't forget Kim. Remember what happened with Kim's car? Kim's car was borrowed and then was blown. The person in it was the car blew up and that person was murdered. And then also somebody at the posh fashion show, he died from a heart attack from the fight. It's not. I'm not saying it's her fault, but like I'm not. And I'm also saying this is what I mean. Like I'm not joking around. I'm not. I did. I'm not saying like we live the life of the Sopranos and it's so cool. It's not. If I thought it was cool, I would have went to the fucking fashion show. You got to remember, like you guys don't know anything about the person I was looking for George and like what the organizations that they're involved in. Like to me, that shit is. I don't want to be a part of that anymore. I don't. You'll never. I would have married that person instead of not marrying him. You know what I mean? But it's like it's around here. It's like poor Vanessa. She's like literally has to live the life of like the Sopranos and has to now worry about her every move. And then Dina too. Dina, it's like Mr. and Mrs. Soprano or Albie and Caroline. Then you have Christopher is like Tommy Manzo, and then Drea is Dina. Think about it. It's so crazy. It's so wild. And it's like you figure if you know what happens in the end with Christopher and Drea and all, like basically the same shit that happened with. And then Caroline stopping shit from being aired because she's a wife of a mob boss allegedly. And of course she doesn't want her what she was doing on camera to be seen or anything, whether she was a part of it or not. That shit'll never be seen. And a lot of people said that. And I was like, I was like, yeah, that's a thing. And I thought it myself. And then a lot of people kept saying, I was like, oh shit. I also want that stupid hairdresser to ask people. I want her to answer where she thinks Teresa's Mercedes is. And maybe her, maybe it's somebody that she knows has a hack shop. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's just funny that Jennifer Aydin's Mercedes goes missing and so does Teresa's months later. And it turns into like insurance. It's like, wow, you can't even pay your fucking car. Really? It's so crazy. Nah. Yeah, they probably could. Actually, it's not a bad idea. Actually, Terry, that is not a bad idea. I forget which one's home. Is it Gia that's home? Nobody wants to hear Gia either. She lost Dina as a friend. You know why? Because of Louis' mouth saying, what happened with her situation with Dina. And Tommy was just about to get off his charges again. And Louis, who wants to run his mouth and say he knows all these MOB people. And Dina's like, yo, man, like, I can't be around somebody that's involved with them, Teresa. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? And then trying to get Dave to do certain, like, some deals. There's a lot of deals. But Dina's left and she hasn't been back since. You know what's really fucked up? When the home invasion happened, she was only here for Audrina's christening. It was Audrina's christening, Teresa's daughter's christening, and that's the one time he had to do that. And he obviously knew about the christening because it was at the fucking brownstone. But man, he tried twice to unalive him and her, and he said he wanted to scar Dave's face for life, and he did. And he used to say, I remember back before the show even started, Dina and Tommy's wedding was on some kind of TLC bride show where they show you the bride and it's like a rich person. It's not saying us to the dress, but it's something like that. And it was Dina Manzo and Tommy Manzo's wedding. And I remember there's a clip of Tommy going, I married her for her face. Like, he's like, she's so beautiful. She does have a distinct look. Like me, or we have features. Like we have that Italian, you know what I mean? She's got strong features. And it's like, I remember. And then when I heard him say, I always remember him saying, I always thought that was cute, right? But this is before the show even started. And I seen her. I was like, oh my God, it's the same role. And I was like, oh my God, that's the brownstone people. But, and then, yeah, like he said, he wanted to scar her face and his. And I think they scarred Dave's face, but they did beat her up too. But I don't think it's hard. Anyway, isn't that sad? And like, I can't imagine my own sister being so afraid. And I'm telling you, Caroline had to have been scared to write that letter. That's the only thing that makes sense. She was also saying a lot of shit on camera, allegedly, during filming of that show about Dina and the case, and bad stuff about her sister, which I don't understand at all. And that's all coming from Brandy and everything. And Brandy's like, I'm going to repeat everything, calling Dina a slut, and like I'm like, Caroline, and I was like, wow, like I was like, man, maybe we don't know Caroline Manzo like we thought we did. Hey, everybody over here. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be talking about Martha's Vineyard, and I've been talking about Jersey for the last hour, and not Jersey, but just the stuff, like just stuff going on, like that I just can't understand, like, you know, and just a shame. Yeah, that, and she's also, yeah, Aldrina's christening. That's whose godmother she is, but the fact that she has no friends, like and it's not Vessler and Jackie are not her friends. You know, I'm telling you right now, after filming, they're not going to call them and hang out. You're not going to be hanging out with Teresa. And that's these content creators were. And literally, we're all actually thinking that once they did her dirty work, that Teresa was going to actually be their friend and hang out with them. Teresa's not. We don't hang out. Like, once you do something like that, we just, because we asked you to do it, we don't like you. We're still looking at you like you're fucked up. That's why I asked you to do fucked up shit. You know, you do fucked up shit because we asked you to do fucked up because we think you're fucked up. And then, you know, like you got Laura Lee to spill her entire guts, literally throw her best friend under the bus. Like, I give you props, Teresa. You really talked this bitch into thinking that would, like, you to give up literally her best friend for a spot on a show that she's already been told no 3 times from. You know what I'm saying, Teresa? You're good, man. You're real good. Then, like, you really were good. Like, I'll give it to you. You talked this dumbass into fucking believing that. And said that the fact that she's still on podcast, like running her mouth, like she knows what the fuck she thought. She sounds so dumb. I really wish that she would come on here and have a conversation with me. And let me, honestly, because nobody literally that talks to this chick makes her fucking answer questions. Like, they ask her once or twice and they start laughing when she doesn't really. I'm like, no. Let's answer the question. Like, seriously, I have so many questions for her. I want to know, like, just same thing with Louie. I would like to know exactly, like, Laura Lee, why did you think your best friend of how many years of Marge would not have a arsenal of information? She's a real housewife of a show of like a long time, and that's what you do. And it's not an arsenal. It's when you're friends with someone, you hang out with them, you happen to find out their business. Sometimes you're like la. You don't want to know people's business. Like me, I don't. You think I want to know half the shit I know? I hate when people. That's the thing. And then you being her best friend, Larly, she's going to tell you everything, right? So you're supposed to know a lot of things about her. If anybody in the world is going to know everything about you, it's your best friend or your sister. So this is like, you know, her best friend's sister, basically, Marge, right? Literally, she's so desperate to get on the show. She's with Marge all the time. I don't remember seeing her once or twice. I know for a fact that she tried to get on the show and it didn't work. She started to get mad at Marge because she thought that Marge was stopping her all of a sudden. Why would she stop you from getting on the show? She brought you on. She just told them 3 times. They did not want you. And then she's trying to say that she's scared, that Marge is scared now because the truth is coming out. You said this fucking last year. You said this a year and a half ago. There's no truth to come out. She did not tell you about the cheating rumor with Melissa. What she fucking told you was this funny thing that happened where this guy thought that he saw these 2 people that were Melissa and Nick, and they were not. That's what she said to you, asshole. She never said it was them. She said, oh, ha, funny. Oh, God, yeah. And we all talked about it. We said, we should probably not talk about this because they're on a reality TV show and shit like this happens. Laura Lee, do you get it? Do you hear what the fuck I'm saying? Do you not follow what I'm saying? You didn't know shit. You have not revealed anything new that nobody in social media was told you. All you did was act like you were told all these things that were in social media. You're talking about this one conversation about, you're like, oh yeah, the conversation with Teresa. We got to the part about Marge being, knowing about the, first of all, you told fucking Teresa and all about this fucking rumor. Teresa brought her brother over the summertime, tried to get him to leave his wife because somebody told her that Joe cheated or that Melissa cheated with this guy. No follow-upping. No, Teresa's not. So Teresa should have fucking punched you in the face and said, get out of here. You're never going to receive. You want to expose my family? You're talking. I didn't go there to expose Melissa. I went there to expose Marge. What? You went to lunch with these enemies of Marge's that are still in the show. You tell me for what reason? Why would you do that if you're their friend, if you're Marge's friend? You would go meet up with people that are, for what? You dick her over to go then befriend these 2 people that don't want to actually be your friend. That's why they had lunch with you for 8 hours, so they didn't want to see you after that. You have not once seen them after that. you did this whole little thing where you threw Marge under the bus because and said nothing, no news, Laura. No news, Laura, no news. Okay, Jensen, you literally repeated the shit that Teresa is already fucking on some tangent about getting her brother fucking exposed. You said nothing that nobody already knew, and then for you to literally say that Marge told you that Marge started that rumor. You fucking repeated allegedly what you're saying. What you're trying to say is Marge in confidence told you something as her best friend. What you did was you fucking repeated it to Teresa. You did. Not Marge. Teresa. Do you hear Teresa, do you hear this? Do you hear what the fuck I'm saying? Marge didn't start the Evan rumor. This is the Evan rumor. Marge. The Melissa rumor. I'm sorry. This is the Evan rumor too. This is the Evan rumor as well. Marge did not tell you about Evan. You heard this from the fucking showrunners. Stop lying, Teresa. You know that the showrunners set you up to say this. You did not hear this from fucking Marge, but you are the one who exposed it on camera. And Laura Lee did not fucking tell you shit about this fucking rumor about Evan. Laura Lee, you knew there was no rumor about Evan. I go to the gym too. There was no rumor ever about Evan. Nobody once said that they ever heard it. Oh, except for Teresa. Nobody ever, and they also didn't believe that the Melissa stuff was true, and they didn't believe the Evan stuff was true. But yet again, we're still talking about it and still saying, now she's saying that Marge is scared. She's scared because the truth is going to come out. What truth, Laura Lee? What truth? Please come onto my podcast and explain your motherfucking self, please. Explain what the fuck you think Marge is afraid of you for. I said this the other day. You knew nothing. You're not to be shared. You are not to be feared. Bravo doesn't want you. Marge is not lying about anything. She's not Melissa and her are true friends. She's friends with Melissa because this is what Laura Lee keeps saying. She doesn't believe in real friendships. This is what this girl doesn't get. I said this the other day. Fuda, Rachel, and Marge and Melissa are real friends. Like real life friends, Laura Lee. You, my friend, are a fucking rat snitch friend. You're not a friend. You're a non-friend. You're a fucking troublemaker who got fucking played. You played yourself. You keep playing yourself. You literally keep playing. You went on another podcast like you did with David Yanti. Like this is like the fifth time this bitch. She thinks that she's relevant now because Jersey's speaking about her again. What you're doing is making people like me want to just literally just destroy you. Like literally just talk so much shit and expose you and just really point out how dumb this is and how stupid you look and sound. Oh, Terry, I'm sorry. I know. All right. Am I getting on the right nerves? But I should be talking about other shit. It's just wild. Please tell me that I'm not crazy. Like this chick thinks that Teresa promised that she could approach Marge literally on this was a job she promised. I'll let you come to an event and you can come up to Marge and say what, Laura Lee? Say what? Say what? That you exposed all these stupid secrets that there weren't secrets to literally, what you did was talk shit about these secrets that are out. You sat at a table with her enemies and apparently this woman, Teresa, wants to destroy her family and you were okay with it because who cares if the things about Melissa came up later? You were there to talk shit on Marge. You are fucking delusional, girl. You are, if anybody, I can't even believe. See, the people that ride hard for Teresa, like it's all about the truth. I know they're not this retarded. They are not this slow. I'm going to say it, yes. You literally are acting like you guys are slow in the head. You know this makes no sense. You know what she did was fucked up. You know that you're going to get people to listen to this too because you think she's actually going to say something different that she said. If she was going to expose Marge, I keep screaming. I was screaming at the goddamn thing. I said, say it then. Just fucking say it, please. Whatever you fucking think Marge is so afraid of you for. What do you think you're holding? What are you holding that Marge is afraid is going to come out? That's what you keep saying. What are you holding, Laura Lee? Say it. You're more than welcome to come on my podcast. I'll even give you a fucking $100, bitch. Please. And you got to answer questions. Please just answer a few questions. I just want to know. If anybody out here in Instagram land can get this Laura Lee, can you please tag her, please? Somebody get this chick to watch this live right now. I should have tagged her myself. I hope, I would love for her to please just I just need you to just answer a few questions. Like, I'll even be very nice about it. But you can't deflect, man. You can't deflect. It's not even that. Like, it's this, like, Teresa doesn't have to admit. This is the thing. I really don't need her to say shit because the proof is we have the proof. But if you're going to talk shit on other people and discredit them, yeah, I would like for you to answer why you fucking did what you did. But I really would like Laura Lee. If you're going to go on a podcast like, oh, this is truth, come on my past. I won't be mean about it. I just want to know. I'm just confused. I'm very confused. If you really think you got something and are so afraid of you, then why are you don't avoid me? You know, I'm pretty sure not by now. I did a whole hour live about how fucked up you are. And like how I just think you're crazy and delusional and think that you got something. And then I thought you fucking went away. And I didn't even go to New York. The New York show with David and Kim, I turned my goddamn Uber around when I found out they were hanging out with her. She came to the show and was like tagging along with like Housewives Story and David. And Kim left. I know now probably why. And I turned around because that's how much I don't care about clout and all that shit. I do care about loyalty and disloyalty. I don't want to hang out with somebody like her. Why would I want to go do fuck shit with I'm not going to do anything bad, but I'm not going to go hang out with this chick who runs her mouth and is such a snitch on her best friend. Imagine what she'd say about me. Christ, who knows what the fuck this bitch would say. I'm like, you guys are stupid. I'm going to, Mr. Uber, sir, please turn around, take me back home, please. See this Wawa, drop me off at this Wawa. I'll get my husband to come get me. I'm not going. They think that this is now, I don't care how much money I spent. I'm not a joke. I'm not joking when I say this stuff. Like, I don't really, I'm not angry. I just don't like people like that. You think I'm going to hang out with somebody who's that fucked up? I don't hang. If I wanted to do that, I would have kept all the friends I had. I wouldn't have cut off 5 people's heads. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have like exes over. I would have just kept hanging out with my own friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I want the people to be rats, I'll hang out with my own friends. And they're like hanging out with this girl. And then her friend, oh my God, all right, I'll get to it. My sister. Laura Lee's friend, who knows that David is gay, was trying to hook up with him. She was a girl. And this is all like Lindsay House of Story was telling me. Yeah, I'm doing Summer House. Yes. Krista, I spent an hour on this. Oh my God, Krista. Now I have nothing to talk about later. Should I create a whole nother live? Should I just like create a whole nother live to do it? Because I'm picking my nose. I'm actually got a little bit of summer. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep going. I am going to do Summer House. And everybody that's watching, I don't know if you're watching because I'm talking about Jersey or you're watching because you feel bad for me, but I appreciate it. This is a good time, I think, even though I was late. It does look like a better time to come on, but I don't want to ever be this late. All right, guys. But yes, all right, I'll get to Summer House. I apologize. I'll even cut this whole part out and just put it away for a rainy day. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have just talked about it. It's just, I'm not saying anything. This is the problem with Chris, though. This is Chris's mental issue, is that I repeat myself constantly. And it's not like repeating myself like over and over in one sentence. It's like the same issues. I just keep saying the same thing. I tell people, my friends, what I expect out of them. And then when they fuck me over, I say the same thing to them. And it's like, I just keep saying, expecting a different result. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a definition of insanity. I just keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. And my result I want her to answer my questions, so I don't have to keep. And I want Louis to answer my questions too. I just have a few questions. I just have a few questions. Instead of fucking blocking me and shit and reporting on my TikToks on Instagram, so I don't get monetized. Just answer my questions, dumbass. You spoke first about pizzas. All right, I'll make this an entire hour. For the next 2 minutes, I'll purge the rest of Jersey, and then as soon as it hits an hour, I'm going to get to Summer. We're going to talk Summer House. Might as well finish this hour out with some shit. So let's see who's on Instagram for Jersey. I got a minute and a half, guys. Anybody listening? My YouTube's turned off. It is? Guys, is my YouTube over here on? Amir, are you here? Hello, hi. Let me see. It is? I'm posting stuff, Q. It's off. Your YouTube live chat is turned off. It is? No, you have to be a member. You have to be subscribed. Okay, you have to be a member for a minute, or you have to be subscribed for a minute to be in the chat. It's on, guys. Q, come over there. Dustin, come over there. Well, you don't have to, but I'm just saying, like, is Laura Jen here? Yeah, I would love somebody to get Laura G. Jensen on the phone, please. I have 1 minute to get her to respond to my requests for an interview. I'm not, listen, I'm like, you guys, this is another thing. I keep asking, so I asked about this about Summer House. Is me being as loud as I am when I speak, or like when somebody gets loud like Nick, is that when they lose the fight? Is that what makes people get like, I guess, I don't know, like, is it, Is it validated? I'm just, because I'm like, I'm frustrated, and I feel like when I'm getting loud and I'm like getting like they are, it's not really like I'm yelling at them. I'm yelling to them, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. But do you guys understand what I mean? Because you saw what happened when Nick gets activated with Bria. He gets really loud, and that's what apparently everybody doesn't like, right? So she walks away, and she's like, oh, he's not going to get fucking loud with me. See how aggressive he is? And then the same thing happens to me. And I'm like, wait a minute. I do. And then I realized with George, when George is so fucking calm, to me, I'm so affected. And when he doesn't get activated, I feel like he's not. And to me, it translates in my crazy brain that he doesn't care. You know what I mean? So, but I saw his frustration. But in general, in life, like when somebody starts yelling and like they're getting so frustrated, and just because maybe they're getting cut off, or like you're not able to finish their sentence, or like they're trying to get, because I get so frustrated with me because I can't get I can never really speak, especially when I'm upset. I don't get my words out right. I can't explain things in a way that like makes it really like understandable, because like even when I'm even more upset, like right now, my brain is going faster than what's coming out of my mouth. Like my mouth cannot catch up. And I tell myself right now, like I'm telling myself to slow down, because if not, I trip over my words. But when I argue with somebody, like usually if I'm screaming at somebody, like literally they don't have a chance to really argue back, or I just, because I'm usually right. I'm just saying. But like with my husband, sometimes I'm wrong, right? But even like he doesn't mean to cut me off, and he doesn't mean to like let me, but he doesn't understand also, like I have to finish my sentences with my ADHD, OCD. If I don't get out all of what I'm saying, and somebody interrupts me, I lose my track. I lose everything. I lose train of thought. I can't think. And then I just can't get out how I'm feeling. Like I'm a hard time explaining it now. But see, that's what makes me get louder, and I get really like, and I'm just like, are you fucking kidding? And I'm just like screaming, stop fucking interrupting me. Or like how like Nick was like, Jesus Christ, you're not listening. Now, just tell me like if you guys think that's losing the fight right there, or is that something that like, do I have to work on that part of myself? Because even if I'm trying to explain, like I can say calmer, but I've tried. I get extremely upset. I'm actually crying usually too. Why is the stream ending? No, oh my God, they disconnected the stream. It makes me so fucking mad. I'm going to add it again. I'm going to add another one. Guys, because there's so many people over there. I'm going to create another one real quick and add it to the same stream. Okay, so back to Martha's Vineyard. So starting out, yeah, so that happens. And I don't like that Bria. I don't like that whole thing at all. I felt bad for Nick. I felt like he was actually blindsided. And I don't know why they tried to make that a thing. And again, if you actually thought that, why would you tell his girlfriend? You've already confronted him once, right? So it's like, why are we bringing this up now? Like when his girlfriend's around, like that's really kind of fucking messy and kind of fucked up. And I don't like it. I feel like Bria was wrong about that. But then she won because he got loud first. You know what I'm saying? So he apologizes for getting loud, but he still feels the way he feels. So I guess I don't know. I guess the person, and I will always say too, that the loudest person in the room is only because it's when they're wrong. That's not always the case with me. I'm just because I'm so mentally, I don't know. I get very frustrated when I feel unheard. That's what my problem is. I get extremely upset, and I guess that's something I should work on. But I also feel like I admit when I'm wrong. I admit it. Like you guys know that. I have no problem telling you how fucked up I was, and when I'm fucked up, like I'm honest about everything. And it's like, I still feel like people don't, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. It's hard for people to understand. I have BPD, so they say. So yeah, whatever it is that makes my brain work faster. If it's the ADHD, if it is OCD, if it's BPD, if it's mad, I don't know. But even when I'm mad, it's even worse. You guys know that. And it's when I mean mad, I'm talking about real life problems, like in my real life. As quiet as my husband is, as wonderful as he is to me, and as great, as generous as he is, and I'm a very special person. I'm very hard to live with, and I'm a very hard person to love, because I see things very differently than a lot of people. Just look up symptoms of bipolar or whatever, or how people with BPD perceive the world and people around them. I've actually read it to you guys about Amber Heard, and I've also read it to you guys about somebody else just recently that was diagnosed with it. Oh, Lindsay. I thought maybe Lindsay had a touch of it, and it's actually not something that's diagnosable by like a drug, like a you can't find it's not a chemical imbalance. It's not actually a gene thing. It's actually developed from like childhood trauma. Did you ever see that tattoo, guys? It says free. And I have one over here. It says warrior. So you guys ever never see me in a bikini, but I have one that says warrior right here. It's huge. It goes across like this. That one says free. When I got off of everything and when I literally walked out of like being maxed out, like no more probation, everything paid off. I was not on paper. It was 2017. I got that. And then I got warrior over here because I was so shocked that I was still alive. And I have a lot of other tattoos too. I have the tramp stamp, and my fingers are all done, but they're all wearing off. I gotta get new ones. That one, my dog's name, that means Sansara. I'm saying it wrong. Eternal, it means eternal soul. Sansara, reaching full something. Sansara. It's got to get colored in now. And then my dog's name. I don't know why I'm showing my tattoos. I have my feet are all done, my top of my feet, and I have a line. Why don't you guys care about my fucking tattoos? I just noticed you guys probably have never seen this one before. I've never seen any of my tattoos because I'm always completely covered up. But I love that one. My nephews did them. Nephews / stepson. I used to live here. But yeah, my fingers, I have to finish them, and I have a cross that's faded. You know your hands are the worst part to get tattooed. He had to recolor mine 4 times. And then I pierced my own nose. Pierced my nose twice. Actually, I've a lot. I pierced it like twice in my life, but recently I've had to like re-pierce it every time I put it in. Does anybody even give a shit? I don't know why I'm telling you all this shit. Why can't I just get to Martha's Vineyard, guys? Should just get to Martha's Vineyard. And I really, I really did want to talk about it, but I don't know why my brain's not working right today. But yeah. I was really mad because like VPR was horrible. You would think with the people watching, my ass would get my shit together. Like, I mean, as long as everybody's watching still, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it right now, I promise. But yeah, I do want to know what you guys think about it, even in the after people that watch after this, because I want to know if I need to go get help. Like, even if my feelings are valid, I mean, you guys might have answered me actually. I keep repeating myself. I'm not reading the comments. People with frustration. I know, but do you think me yelling Terry is what the problem is? Like when we get loud, like Nick, and I don't think that Nick has a problem with anger or like I do, but I'm saying like I notice that is what the problem seems to be, even if they're right. You know what I'm saying? And because they're always like apologizing for it, and I don't know. Even when I talk, I'm loud. But I know I'm not saying that kind of loud. I guess I'm answering my own question. So okay, eventually he apologized to the women. Okay, like I said. And then Natalie or Noella, she said that they all said to him that they didn't feel that way, right? So again, it's like why did Natalie want to also bring it up? And then I don't like the fact that Shanice kept saying to Amir, check your girl. Your girl's the one that wanted to tell. Pull Tasia aside to tell her that the other women were going to talk to her. That's what I was gathering from this whole thing. And that would make me frustrated because it's like, wow, you actually were that fucked up. Like and if you actually really thought all this, again, why did you say, yeah, maybe a little bit here and there, but then you have a problem with something that happened so many episodes ago. And I said, after that was all brought up to him, nothing else was ever talked about. And then the girlfriend's weekend comes or the couple's weekend comes and like you want to ruin his life, basically. The man has a job and you guys are on camera. And this is not your first season. You guys know if you bring it up on camera, that's something you have to talk about it. And we were done with it. Like you guys had conflict resolution, which was my favorite part of the show. And then now you're like, wow. So now the yelling at the reunion, I don't see where Bria's right. Bria's not, none of this is for all them to then say to Nick, I apologize to him for it. It's like, what was really going to happen? Was it really going to was Bria really going to have all these girls talk to his girlfriend? Is that what they were really going to do? And then it got stopped or something, or she wasn't taking that bait? Because if that's the case, what the fuck, man? Like that's to me, that's there's no resolution there. Like I would be upset too. But again, does Nick lose because he got louder? And with the thing, was Natalie really like? I don't know. I like Natalie, but I kind of really did like Natalie, and I was kind of like cool. But then when they said it was her idea, it's like, again, you don't go here. You just got here. You don't go here. And like, you want to ruin somebody's 1 relationship and 2 reputation over some shit that you don't even know about, Shanice. I mean, I'm sorry, Natalie.
So I don't know. Bria said that somewhere, how, some idea it was your, I don't know, related to the words to his girlfriend, but whatever. So the next day, which was awesome, I was loving that free space or something, free space that Nick does. I would love that. Is my that see, some of the ladies didn't like it, or people didn't like it, the little setup. So Nick has them all go to the beach, and he's a singer, right? So he does this over where he's from in New York. It's called Free Space, I think, or something, or Fill Space, or it's something, some kind of thing that he does. So he has them come, and they paint while he sings, and he serenades and sings his music, which was awesome. It was like jazz, or I don't know. It was, I almost cried. It was so beautiful. So he has them paint like how they feel about the summer, or how their feelings on canvas, and they paint on the beach as he's serenading them, and with wine and shit, and like cheese cracker thingies. What's it called when you set up a little? I don't know what they call it. The rich people call it now. What's that word where you set up all like when you have company and you put all like the condom? What's it called? The cheese and the crackers and shit. Dude, I'm Jersey, man. I'm sprinkle cookies all the way. Like, y'all bitches are getting sprinkle cookies, by the way. Dallin, you're getting sprinkle cookies. I told you that for Christmas. I don't want to fucking hear God. I'm actually going to get I'm going to get sprinkle cookies, and then I'm going to get the ones from the place. I never went live again. Oh my God, I didn't go fucking live again. The ones from the place, what's it called? The place that Teresa said that she should have gotten from Panoli's. And I'm going to put them in boxes that you don't know what's the difference from each one. And then you're going to bite them. You're going to eat them, and you're going to tell me which ones you think are better. And you're not going to say, and I want the truth, if you think sprinkle cookies are better from ShopRite, from Zally ShopRite, where she got them right down the street, or do you think the ones from Panoli cookies, the Panoli cookies are better? But I'm going to get sprinkle cookies from it, and then I'm not going to tell you which is which, and then I want to hear your actual opinions. So, okay. Krista, get your shit together. Look, if I was medicated, like people are saying, if I was actually on like meth or like Adderall, I would be fucking streamlining this shit and being done in an hour, you know? But, you know. So, yeah, I don't know. Amir's mad because they loop that whole fight happens, and Amir gets loud. And I don't think that Amir should have to leave over that. And I'm sorry, Summer left. Summer hit Noelle. I missed the whole episode. How did she hit Noelle? Because wasn't Noelle chasing after her when she was acting like a psycho crazy person? Now Summer's leaving, right? Now she says that all this was over because of her drinking. All this, like when she lost her mind and was like running through the house trying to fight somebody over. I don't even remember. Somehow her friend Noelle was like trying to chase after her to get her to calm down. So I guess in that heated moment she must have like fought her or something. So I don't know. The whole house was not sad to see her leave. And she's kind of like, oh, well, I'm going through a lot. And basically, I'm going to try to stay sober. But then she leaves 3 days early. And it's kind of like, oh, you got some shit. I don't want to hear no. But I feel like her excuses for being a bad person. And she used these as an excuse, I feel like this is who she is. And she realizes that. And she does have to make changes. But I feel like she can't blame it on stress and shit. Like, don't blame it on your grandma being sick. Don't blame, like, because you were so mean and like acted like crazy, and like it just was out of it. It was not. You cannot blame like you're stressed out. Like life happens though. Like if your grandma's sick or whatever, yeah, that happens. You cannot fight people every time life does not go your way, because life's fucking really unfair sometimes. So again, don't listen to I'm not a hypocrite, right? Like I'm not a hypocrite because I do try to follow my own advice. I just feel like I'm fucking logical. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what? Alcohol is a fucking problem for you. It's obvious. People wanted you to leave. You weren't even full-time, and not you actually were full-time last year. But, nobody's real sad to see you leave. And Noelle didn't even say goodbye to you. Apparently, you were sleeping with her roommate, some guy. You really kind of fucked her up in the beginning with the whole Nick thing. Oh, yeah, she was my sloppy seconds. Like, I hate confessional fucking warriors or confessional keyboard confession. We'll call them confessional bullies. Confessional bullies. That's like Tamrad's confessional bully. Actually, all these fucking two-faced bitches are. And it's like, that is so fucked up. Like, you bitches can say, you really should be saying that shit to their faces. I have the biggest problem with that shit, Liam. I really do. And that's why people are like, oh, yeah, you talk so much shit. You've seen them in person. No, I'm actually doing this because I want to ask them what the fuck is going on. If I could get Rezav, because I'm a control freak, so I need Rezav, right? And I'm very confused by some moves of these people. And this, like, as many people as watches me, I can't get them to fucking answer my question. I would really like to know a couple questions answered from Teresa and a couple questions answered from, like, some other people there. I would like, What's her name? Freddie Hellenkamp to answer a question. Tamara. I have some questions for Vicky. I got a lot. I'm just saying, I talk some shit because I really want you guys to actually answer my questions. Then I probably have resolve and I would never bring it up again. That's the thing. Chris is like an insane person. Like I do the same thing over and over. I'm expecting a different result because I'm a control freak and I can't control nothing. And I think that's my problem right now. There's no chaos in my life. And there's nothing for me to control and nothing for me to like control, like make sure, because I'm always afraid of this. Not the other shoe's going to drop. I feel like I'm not going to get through this rehab recap today. I can't even speak. I'm going to come back on later with Dustin. Dustin, are you still on Instagram? I was so late. That's why I didn't send you anything. Oh, look, a Jersey person that I love, really, really love, Robin Marie. Like, it's so crazy, Krista Marie. Like, we all are like this whole weird Jersey, like Italian. Krista Marie, Robin Marie. That's a lot of them, Marie. So it's a very small place here. Like, use North Jersey, South Jersey. But yes, I'm asking for Jersey people to come on because I would love Laura Lee Jansen. So please stop fucking talking or just come on and goddamn. I just have some questions. That's it. I have a lot of follow-up questions here. I'm not talking shit because I can't talk shit to their face. You cannot say that you are going to literally walk on the show and confront Marge about what you did because you were her best friend and you had some like fucking arsenal. She has an arsenal. She's a housewife. Of course she has an arsenal. And of course you would know about it. You're her best friend for 46 years. And if Bravo wanted you, the third interview when they didn't hire you, you can't blame that on her, right, Robin? You don't have to say anything because I know you're a friend. Now you're friends with Dolores, and I understand because Dolores is amazing. But I really hope I really hope that Dolores knows now that Teresa's the one who tried to make her look like she cheated on David. Allegedly. Not allegedly, it's in the thing. And that's why I'm just like, the last friend that you had, the most loyal, besides the most loyal friend you have, Dolores, you try to get Marge fucked up with her and make Marge, like Marge said it. Marge said she cheated on David. Teresa, you have no credibility, bitch. Like none. I can't find one thing to hang on to. One thing about you to hang on to that makes me I can't even blame Louis. I can't blame Louis any longer for making you crazy. The hatred, the disloyalty, disillusionment of you two. Like, I'm not going to get through Martha's Vineyard. I should have never listened to all about the truth and lies, whatever the fuck. They're fucking out of their minds. I really just would love Laura Lee, is the best. She is. And this is one of Dolores' best friends. She knows, man, that the level of loyalty that this woman has. She's complete Jersey Dolores. And people call her boring and shit because she doesn't she does speak up to Teresa behind closed doors because that's what real friends do. You don't fuck up with people on camera. You don't call your friend out on camera. You stay behind closed doors. And then actually, the worst thing is when you fucked me over and you don't hear shit out of me. That's when you got to worry. And I'm sure she's very hurt. But again, that's just, if you could do that to your own brother and, have these people put narratives out about his family and his son, and it's fucking crazy. You lost connection. Oh no. Am I still on? Oh. See, I try not to I never ever talk to anybody that I know about the housewives because I don't want them to ever feel like anything they say I would repeat. But I really need people to hear me. Is everything good? I'm gonna try to reconnect it. Oh, anyway, this stuff I should have never. And I'm so confused now because I don't know who. Are you there? I love you. I don't know how. I don't know how this other girl got involved. I was so confused. I thought there was only one person that got money from Jennifer. So apparently there's 2 or 3 people that were involved in this takedown, and they're apologizing over and over. It's like I get it. Like apologies accepted. It's hard for me to be like, oh yeah, I'm on their side because I how I feel about people that tell on other people the rats and thing. But I just have to be like, this is like a whole different thing. This is something real fucked up that is messing with people's livelihoods, our money, our fucking, we can't recap a show. We can't even recap a show about it because it's so not fair. It doesn't make sense now. We're disillusioned by what she's done. So if you don't know about it and we don't tell you the truth about what's happening, then it's like, but how many times can I say, guys, look, I apologize. I'm so sorry that I did not do Martha's Vineyard. I am acknowledging my faults right now that I am a little manic, and it's not because of that interview that I was doing. It's literally just going, I woke up this morning and it's like one thing after another. I always have a schedule for me getting ready for this, and I usually don't look at my phone. I don't listen to other things that get me like, I want to, focus on Martha's Vineyard and just, and after that, I'll watch shit on Jersey and see what's happening, or open my DMs and see like somebody talking shit to me. Actually, somebody called that girl Shemu, and they're like these weird bot things, and it's like, and all of my reels and stuff on Instagram are getting like demonetized, not demonetized, but like getting reported, and they're like, "Oh, we're not gonna get monetized on this," and it's like, it's because I'm putting words on it. Like, Instagram is really hard to make any money, but it's obviously somebody keeps reporting my things, and it's like so dumb. And it's kind of laughable because, like, I tell you guys, once the devices go down, these people and their problems are not my people and not my fucking problems. I don't, unless it involves me, and it did a year and a half ago, not any longer. Then I'm not really out here that worried about it. It's just when I'm on here and doing what I'm supposed to be doing and talking about it, and it's like right in my, I'm just like flabbergasted at the level of disloyalty and hatred that this woman has. And I don't get it. I don't understand. It's sad to me. And I just, I'm kind of thinking about reaching out to like Rosie and what's her name? Rosie and Krista, Jesus Christ, you know who I'm talking about. Mom, guys, look at this. All right, this little girl right here, Kelly Beverly Craig. If I've ever said I have a best friend from kindergarten that she lives in Texas, who I've known my entire life, who's been my best friend my entire fucking life, even though she moved to Texas on me, and we lost connection for a couple years. I have pictures of us. This is her right here, Kelly Beverly Craig. I actually was talking, I think, Kelly, I was literally talking to you about you the other day somewhere about, I don't know if it was on here, and I was like, yeah, I do have somebody, like, she's like, literally lives in Texas. I think it was the other night. And I was like, I have no friends. I'm tired of not having any friends around. And I was like, oh my God, I don't have any like long friendships. I was like, wait, what the? Yes, I do. Like, oh, duh. But like, Kel, like literally we met in kindergarten, and we were like best friends all through grade school until 6th grade. And I moved to another town, to another high school. And then she moved to Texas, and I would literally move to Texas if she needed me to. And Kelly, if you guys ever move back, Kelly, I'm going to start crying. I actually need you to move back. I kind of need you to move back. And you don't understand, like, when I tell you that somebody that knows you no matter, like, just knows you, like, you don't even have to say shit. And it's just weird, like, to have somebody in friendships for almost 40 years, Kelly. That's like, okay, say she's me and Laura Lee, right? That would be like her, literally, how heartbroken I would be if she went behind my back to my enemies and did some fucked up shit like Laura Lee. But you know what I mean? That's like Kelly Beverly doing that to me. I love you. And Mimir, my star seeds. See, now this is a shame. We're all so spread out. And I hate the fact that star seeds are spread out like we are. Because I don't travel. And even if we were all in the same town and we didn't ever hang out or see each other because I'm so weird, like, I feel like I collect people. I would just want you all, I want to be all in one, like, I want to be in a compound, okay? Can we just have a compound of all of us? I'll be the show. I'll be like the president of the show. I gotta see what you're saying. I know. Remember the book I showed you, Kel, from when I have a coloring book from when we were like, I don't know, maybe 5th grade. And I'm like, I love Paul Travarello, because we were like, we had like these, boy crushes, and she was dating like one of the hot guys, Paul Travarello, and John DeSilvio. Oh my God, Kel, those were the days. I miss those days, man. We used to walk around town thinking we're so cute. We were young, man. I know I have you, and I'm sorry that I'm not as there for you as I should be. And that's just, what she's going to say next. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be. I'm here for you no matter what. And I love you too, Kel. And I should do our star. I actually should do our star chart tonight, me and Kelly's star chart, because there's a reason you're still in my life, obviously. But, and then no one here, and I told you the thing with Renee, how weird that thing. Renee Rashad, who you guys probably see her name pop up. She's another very good friend of mine that I met when I met George. We were so cute too. We are still cute. I know. We were like the popular girls too. If you had that, we were like, we were like literally like, you don't go here. You're a dork. We were the cool girls. We were. And who else did we hang? We didn't have any. We didn't let anybody on our little group. We used to have sleepovers. Kelly actually was a cool girl. Oh yeah, Brierly Stock and Alethea. Oh my God, Kel, I'm all going back. Alethea Sterner, Kelly Brock. I wonder if any of them watch the show. It's weird. I don't think any of them watch this. I don't know. And then I moved to a different town. I know a lot of West Effort people watch. Oh my gosh, you see where I'm from. Anyway, I promise. Actually, I'm going to do high tea. I'll talk about my opinions on I have like this. I'll show you. It's actually in the other room. I have like a lot of things. It's my grandpa gave it to me when I was little. It's just a book. It looks like a flag on the outside. You open it and it's just blank pages. And I have all these all these pictures I drew in there of like fireworks one night. It was like 4th of July in like 1984. And I have me and Kelly's names in there. And I drew like a house of us on there. And then I signed it. It's literally, I think from like, yeah, it's in the other room. And then I got it out and I was like, Kel, look what I got. You know what? And that's why I don't get mad at technology, because without Facebook and all that shit, like we would have never been able to reconnect and stay connected with people that we knew growing up. Like it's basically a phone book. It really did bring a lot of people back into my life, like this whole Facebook social media thing. It's a big, and even though the internet's dead, people are like, what does that mean? The internet's dead. It is. All we do, we work off the apps. We open up apps. We don't go to the internet for shit. The internet's not there any longer. The big brain in the sky gave us a bunch of information and just now we got ChatGTP. But people like NT who have websites that have pop-ups that like a fucking infomercial, they don't realize the internet's dead, dude. Like people don't want to go through all that. When I go to people's thing and I have pop-ups everywhere, I get right off. I don't even listen to their shit. You're not making money off a pop-up for me. No. If I can't get your content fast. But yeah, hi tits. I'll talk a little bit about my Vineyard. I just obviously cannot get my shit together today. And I know. Cal, like we literally remember, like I remember everything. It's so crazy too. Like, and she literally was like, I don't know. Every time we would talk on Facebook, it was like we had no time went by at all. And here we are, like married life and shit. And we probably talked about our grown up life, what we were going to be when we grew up, a lot when we were younger. I'm telling you, there was definitely a timeline shift in our lives because my sister and I have memories that she doesn't remember. I remember stuff and she doesn't, and she forgets. Like she's like, that never happened. And then I said, Chan, we went to the fucking Statue of Liberty. We went into the torch. She's like, no, we never did. And I know we did. I had a picture. Can't find the picture. I know. Remember when that something happened it was like maybe 2 years ago, you were going to be my podcast thing and your back went out. And I was like, I'll move to Texas if I have to go. I was like, if something's really wrong, I'll move it. I'll stop my life. I was so dramatic. I just want you to come back. I need you here. I wish I was before you left. I should have just came to your house that day instead of not and like literally just held onto your leg. I didn't realize how it was going to affect me that you were leaving. Even though like we reconnected, it was like I knew you were still in the same state. I could go to your house if I needed to like get away and just know that I still had you. And I could still fly to Texas, but just tell me, is there any chance you guys will ever move back? You and the kids and your husband? Oh, her kids are amazing too, by the way. They're all into racing. They actually moved, I think, because of racing, right? I have like pictures. Remember photo albums? I have photo albums for my senior year of my senior prom. The guy I was with, which we'll rename nameless. He was much older than me, but like I was with him for a very long time. But he went to my prom. Like, what a loser, dude. He was like 28 at my prom. But yeah, pictures of us at the show. I have pictures of my friends, the two friends that committed suicide. The ones, my M's sister, who was my best friend, also that, unalives herself with a weapon. And then my other girlfriend that did it when we were 19. I have lots of pictures of them that I'll never get rid of. I also have this little cat pillow that my grandma made me when I was born that I've never been without. Sometimes it's in here and I've never washed it. Are you kidding me? You mean there's a chance that you might be moving back here, Cal? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Cal, please tell me there's really a chance you guys are moving back here. What do I have to do to make you move back here? What is I'm going to call you as soon as I get off of here. Please move back here. Please, we can go to the shore. Come live at the shore house. You guys go stay at the shore house or something. If you need to stay anywhere, shore house is open. You guys can stay there until you get. I know you guys have money. I'm just saying. Because her whole family's here, and Tab. I want to meet her kids. I've never met her kids, and they're like adults now, like little adults. This is my one friend who doesn't like fuck me over like all my other best friends in life. God, I couldn't even imagine that. And we're both. Oh my God, I forgot. I gotta send you a vape. because you were right. I was wrong. I found out something later about that situation, why there was something missing out of it. I mean, I don't know. Well, I don't really want to. I'll tell you later. I want to bring it up here, but it was such a fucked up thing, and I was like, oh my god, dude. I'm thinking like, not that I don't know. We'll talk about it later. Anyway, but yeah, she's like she should see her too. I don't know if you can see her picture, but she's got long brown hair too. Like we have the same kind of features. She was always skinny though, and I was always a chubbier one. But we're both like so freaking hot, you know. So. Visit or live. I mean, hopefully you're coming to visit. And you and your doctors. Well, you're making sure you can travel, right? I'm telling you. If you do come here, I'm taking you to an energy healer, and we're going to get everything. We're going to get all taken care of at once, Cal. I'm going to take you to I'm going to get the energy healer for you. I'm going to take you to the energy healer. You can do all your other doctor's appointments, but I want you to try this energy healing thing. And I want them to literally go through your entire body, and this is real. This shit's for real. And anything that you have going on, I can promise you we could probably cure it. And I'm not trying to get all like, conspiracy theory on this and all, but I have seen things happen that are like an amazing from energy healing now. And just people that are really like actual, that have the light beings that are here to do that kind of stuff. And I'm telling you, like twice I've had Reiki, but the person I'm talking about, I haven't been to yet. I think if you do come here, Cal, I think we should go together, and I'll make sure that we both get it done. I mean, I'll pay for what I'm saying, because I really believe that they can dig in to see all the things that have gone wrong after your accident. I'm saying, and probably cure it. I don't want to say cure it, but figure out what the lesson is behind it, and let's just move on, because I want you to be healthy. You know what I mean? It's time. Like, you shouldn't have to fight your whole life to be healthy. It's not. It makes me so mad. But anyway, guys, I promise you, I didn't plan on coming here getting all personal. But it's just very rare that I see her come in here, because she has different time zone than me. And George is going to be home. Actually, he's probably home now. And I'm so sorry I didn't talk about Martha's Vineyard. I feel like an asshole. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to talk about Jersey. I was like, I'll stick to the script. And here I couldn't even do that, because I really need Laura Lee Dunson to hear me, and I need her to answer some questions for me. That's all. And I apologize. I don't want, anybody that's not, pro anybody. Just please, I'll try to reach out there myself. I mean, Christ, if I'm going to sit here, I'm talking. If she would answer my questions, then I wouldn't have to sit here and keep repeating myself constantly, and watch her fucking literally try to continuously ruin people that we want on the show. We don't want to see what you're doing. We don't want you to say things about the friends. We like the show the way it is. We don't want you to talk. Like, we don't want you to do this. We want the show back. We want the show to last. We don't want to do what you're doing. And I want to know why you're doing it. You're ruining the show. Stop it. Go away, Laura Lee. Go the fuck away. You're not going to get anywhere. Do you understand? Read the comments. Come respond. I'll reach out to you for a comment. I'll invite you onto a live. I don't want to hear. Please, I won't even be mean. I'll just answer the question. I just want to talk to you. Let's just make it make sense. That's all. And then I'll shut the fuck up. Then the fuck me. Who am I, right? Who the fuck am I? You know who I am. You know who I work for. You know. And if you don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. She actually didn't do anything. I don't think she committed any kind of fraud. My dad is actually in recovery, where he does this thing. He's the president of the KISS Club. It's called, not the one that's my other dad. I have two dads. And he's been on a sober journey, like Laura Lee's husband, and so still very, very unrelated to what I'm talking about. But you can't say you're alone on Christmas when you have a husband home that needs you. I'm saying, let's just stop. Let's just stop trying to be relevant, because you think that people are talking about you because it's for a good reason. All you're doing is like I said, you're just looking like the snitch and rat that you are, the sellout. What's that? We'll call you the sellout. You're a bitter sellout. And you sold out for nothing. You're not going to get shit. You're going to get a bunch of shit like this. And a bunch of people in the comments going, she didn't even answer the question. She's not saying shit. Break it off in the comment section. And about the truth, like, oh my God, this chick is like, it's not me. It's other people. And I was like, yeah, see, I know. I'm like, I know. See, I'm not. Told you. No news, Laura. I hope to God you just don't have a goddamn fucking real estate license. I mean, I don't have a broker's license anymore. Kill, I should probably move to fucking Texas with you. I mean, I'm not gonna pay the IRS. I mean, I'm paying the IRS back anyway for my tax shit, but mortgage stuff. But oh man, see, I'm not. Listen, I am so far from an angel. I am not a fucking hypocrite. I have done things that are so wrong, but I admit them. Like I righted my wrongs. You know, that's okay. I'm just running my mouth. People probably just you listening at this point. 27 people, and I give them so much credit because they're probably just the 27 people that actually still like me. I just want to apologize that I didn't get into Martha's Vineyard. I'm sorry, Twitter people. It's you guys are a lot of people watching, and yes, I keep talking about Jersey, but I have opinions. I keep repeating myself, and if I'm crazy, please tell me I'm wrong. If you think I'm wrong about what I'm saying about Laura Lee, I would love to have that discussion. I'd love people to make it make sense for me, because Marge isn't scared, and if she is, tell me what is she afraid of? You basically keep saying, oh, because you're going to tell people that she knew about this rumor. We know that like we've gone over this so many times. This is like you're bringing up shit from like that we've already been through this. We've already discussed it. That no, you're lying. Okay. Now I'm looking at Twitter. Whoever's watching me, please get this Laura Lee for me. And then I'll stop talking. I'm not talking shit behind a paywall. I'm not behind like a keyboard. I'm not a keyboard warrior. Yeah, I turned around because I was thinking of New York to hang out with a rat. But I would just love to just, you're gonna go somewhere all about the truth and defend the indefensible. At least come on my thing and like just make it make sense. I'll help. I'll let you make it make sense. Like if you can explain to me what's the deal, tell me what Marge did for real, and what did she do? What is she so afraid that's going to come out? What are you going to do? What are you going to tell? What are you going to say? What is she afraid of you? Like, what are you doing? You know how fucking awful that sounds? That's supposed to be your ex. You fucked over your ex-best friend or your best friend, and you have no good reason. I haven't heard one good fucking reason. And that's my first question. My first question. And why didn't you just stick around? I know. I'm going to get off now, but I was just seeing who was on Twitter because I don't see who's watching on Twitter. Twitter's usually pretty good at this because I get a lot of views on there and I can see who that is. And I like that because, So yeah, I'm gonna just round this whole hour and a half out here. Krista, what am I doing? 2 hours about these assholes. It's crazy, right? I mean, I'm just so upset because the show just sucks right now. And like it's hard to like recap it. Even me and Dallin this week, I was like, oh man, like they are going to like they're gonna just like say no, we're not gonna do this recap anymore. He's even talking about how boring it is. And it's like, but we still have to talk about it. We still have to recap it because we have a podcast. We both have podcasts, and we, people probably will still watch and listen to us recap the episode. But it's hard to get through the episode because it's like all the other stuff that goes into me talking about. It's like, well, this happened because I know this is happening off camera. Sorry, I should be looking at you guys. I'm on Twitter trying to see. How do I see who's watching on Twitter, guys? Sorry, guys. If you're new to this with me, you'll realize that I sometimes just do this. I don't mean it. I will usually I do have a script sometimes, and I just apologize that I can't. And I'm trying to see where you guys are. Oh, duh. Live chat, Crispo. Hello. Okay, I just said something. So I just said hello. Somebody, if you guys are on Twitter watching, say something back to me. Anyway, yeah. So, putting out a call to Laura Lee Jensen. Put out to the universe. Anybody out there knows her and can get her to respond back to my DMs. I would like a live interview questions. I am not hiding. I will not yell and I will not get upset. I will just answer. I just want questions answered, some logical questions. I'd like, to just say, I worry when you. I know you do. I know I worry, but I know. I promise you though. I promise that once the devices go down, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about my own Jersey stuff, my own Jersey problem. No, I know we should honestly. I should. Well, that does translate my real life because I do worry about the shit in my real life that with the people that are, I can't, control other people's lives. That sounds crazy, but I try so hard to like keep people on the right. I don't want to lose people, so I try to fix them, and I can't even fix myself. And I have nobody here. Besides my husband. And sometimes I feel like that I don't have that either. So yeah, this morning and anything I guess going on with me before, like when I say like I got a bad morning, has nothing to do with Jersey. It's my own personal stuff. And now I have OCD with the house. I has to be a certain way, or I can't get ready, and it takes me a long time to get ready because I don't rush, and it takes this takes work, guys. $10,000 in my face, I might as well make it look pretty every day, But you'll see me back on for high tea later at 4:20. Cal, did you hear about high tea? Yes, I will call you. And I apologize again to people that are just hanging out listening. My husband says I apologize too much. Hey, Benita Caldwell, thanks for joining. Yeah. Like I said, I don't like to involve the people that like know the cast and stuff. Like, tell them, please tell this person. But anybody that knows fucking Literally Johnson or has any connections to her, please tell this girl. Because obviously, if she hasn't like seen what I've said about her, or like just point out the obvious. I mean, Christ, what the fuck? Like, I don't. Like, then don't be afraid. If you are so right, then don't be afraid to come on and just answer a few questions for me. That's all. It's like me. I give you a platform, and I know you always try to get money. I'll give you like $100. I don't know. People pay for that shit. I just need an hour of your time. Send you $100. People like to get paid to drag other people, but we're not gonna have a dragging session. We're just gonna have a make it make sense session. And then if you can make it make sense, I'll take back the live I did about you, tearing your interview apart with Eddie. I'll take it down. I'll put a public apology out to you. I'll say that you're right. You make it make sense to me. That's all. It's a discussion, like two adults. Yeah, like because I'm always like, I'm so sorry. I'm such a piece of shit. We need to talk about this energy healing thing. I could probably do it from here, but I want to go to a I want you to come to the shaman with me, and I want them to read our past lives together. Okay, I'm getting weird again. I swear I'm not high on it. I'm just high on weed, but my brain is just the way my brain works. But the people that love me and stick around and watch this live, I appreciate you. And the people that ever listen to me talk shit about Jersey, you can probably find almost all of my reels and shorts and videos are all linked in YouTube. Everything's on a playlist. Things like playlist. In the Who Study Wrong podcast, you have the audio and the one I do here. You see me live, but then there's also the ones that are on the other all the podcast platforms like Apple, iHeart, Spotify. Please go and rate me 5 stars, please. I have like 19 immediate family members. How the hell do I only have 10 ratings through all Spotify? Like, it's so embarrassing because it actually tells you how many when you first start out. I know that I wasn't paying too much attention to the podcast side until just recently. Now I am taking a lot more serious because I do want to start making money. I could monetize now everything. I just need to get my ID. But 5 stars will get me monetized really quick over there. I want to do this. It's called affiliated marketing. So basically, you get paid. You only get paid if you get downloads, and that's on you, right? But I think I need like a certain amount of like listeners or something or whatever. But please, guys, anybody listening, it's the Who Started You On podcast. You can link it right through YouTube. You can go to my YouTube description and link to Spotify, to iHeart, to Apple, but it's Apple and Spotify. The 5-star ratings. You can leave me nice review. That'd be nice. I'm admitting I'm a mess. I'm admitting that I don't, but my podcast episodes with Dallin are pretty good because we do them on Saturday mornings. And even though I'm very manic in the morning, I'm not like this. And I let him speak. But yes, so we'll be back at 4:20 for high tea. Then I'll be back again with Dustin later around 5 or 6, probably closer to 5. And we're going to talk Love After Lockup, the latest episodes. So it's fucking amazing. I love that show so much. I used to do it just so I could I used to do what I'm doing in Jersey. I used to do that show so I could just purge and say shit, talk shit, make a joke out of it. I'm sorry. I'm going to actually promise myself and all of you right now that I'm not going to talk about this shit unless it's when I'm supposed to, which is on the pop culture green room, and then on Saturdays with Dallin. And I'm going to have to try to find another one. I kind of want to replace Jersey on Wednesdays. I said I was going to talk Jersey, but Vanderpump's gone. So, guys, we got to figure this out. What am I going to do? They got to give us some shows back, man. This hiatus, I know that everybody's like, oh, we need a hiatus from everything, but they're not taking a hiatus to like revamp things. It's really, honestly, Jersey's on a fucking, a gag order, so they can't do interviews and make any money doing. They can't make any content. They can't make, you can't make it. They got to like literally use mouthpieces. Like, and defend the indefensible. Like, what? Well, okay. And then no, they're like podcasters that are like supposed to be professional, which blows my mind. And then you have unprofessional shit that you're defending. And then you got people like me who are sitting on the sidelines, and I'm just like, why am I so activated by this? I'm not really, but I kind of am, because it's like I just need to. I would like it if you would just stop like being, I don't like you, Flirty. Like, there's personal reasons I don't like people, but like nowadays, this is just for fun, shits and fucking giggles. This is for fucks and clicks and views. But not me, because I'm not monetized. But you literally are just so thirsty. Like, don't you remember the mortgage company? Do you remember the person that we were? I'm not gonna get started. How dare somebody say that they were somebody $10,000 and you fucking left? Shut shit down. I walked into an office, my office, and there was it was completely fucking empty one day. One day it's a bustling, it's like literally like boiler room. The next day you come in and like there's literally dust. What are they called? There's dust like flying, like, oh, I forgot what they're called. Now it's just gonna sound stupid when I say it. You know what I'm talking about. Kelly, you lived in Texas. There's things that roll around. Tumbleweed. It was like tumbleweed. It's like, even they stole they literally shut shit down, took all the money from the mortgages that we were closing, even though it was like literally the end of everything. We were caught in the mortgage company, we were shutting down. But you don't take our money, like, you don't take the commission from us and leave and be like, no, that we can't do anything. Oh, so crazy. That was so long ago too. That was like 2009 or 10. Then Teresa got caught. And then I got in trouble because I didn't pay taxes for like 5 years. And then I committed mortgage fraud, and then something else happened. Everybody got in trouble. And some people did a lot of drugs and kept on doing drugs and kept on committing mortgage fraud. And people like me started doing other stuff. I was like, man, the mortgage business, I made so much money in there. But people would say to me, it's not going to last. I didn't understand what they meant because I was so young. It took a bunch of young kids like us, we were like in our 20s, early 20s. And then we're like, oh my God, we can make so much money. We learned how to do mortgages, like refinances. It was called a refi boom. Then you would have a mortgage person, like a realtor, that would give you business. You would have 50% commission. I was making over $100,000 a year for like 5-6 years, right? That's a lot of money for somebody my age and living at home, right? And like, but I, the more you have, the more you spend. And then I didn't pay taxes on it because I thought that I was like, I'm not going to fucking have my $10,000 paycheck. You're not going to fucking take $6,000 of it. So I would claim 13 dependents. And then, then something happened with the mortgage company. We got in trouble for mortgage fraud for our division through, I'm not going to say the mortgage company, but I should say, but it's closed down now. One of them was First Mutual, but the one that we worked at, somebody else that you guys know owned it. And he's the one who left. And I was like, wow, it's so long ago. It's just crazy that like your whole, like the circle of your life, like, and I feel like all these horrible things that happened back then a lot of other stuff happened when I went to the other side of my life. Like, I should be a Gemini, I know Erin did an interview and I told her of my life. She was the first part of my life, but we never got into like the other shit. But like, it's wild. And I swear I privatized the one video I did, but I didn't get into like all the different lives I've had. Even like, guys, I was a stripper, right, for a long time, 3 years. But that's what I didn't even do it. I was on drugs though. I was not on drugs when I did that. And I actually was working the mortgage company. I didn't have to do it. I was there. I did it because I liked it. It was fun. And it's like, that's not a bad thing here. Like in your 20s and you look like I did, like I still have a stripper. I have a pool in my house because my girlfriends were strippers and it was fun. And like they made a lot of money. And we worked at the mortgage company and then we left to go to a strip club. They would work, we would leave there, we would go to the bar. We would go like in Center City, like money. Those were the days. And I remember like thinking it was going to last forever. It was like the best time of my life. Like, we were like, we thought that this was going to last forever. And then when the 2008 curse hit us, like it was the curse of 2008, economy crashed. We were closing 8 loans a month, 10 loans a month. And literally that year, 2008, I closed like 4, maybe. It was like 8 loans a month, 8 loans a year. And then the people that were so greedy and didn't want the money to go away started committing fraud because the lending laws went like real thin, got real strict. And the refi boom started. All the people that want to have refinanced already. So there's nobody left to refinance. The rates went down. All the people that bought their houses in the 70s that refinanced, that we get all this money for years and years. And then you're like dependent on all of a sudden you're dependent on like, you have to go out and get your own leads, like the internet lead side. Anyway, and then like people like me didn't want the money to go away and I don't get to college. I don't know what they thought. I still owe them money. I paid some of it back. But then I started to be anti-government. See, like the thing was, I would get so mad because I was so greedy. I learned a lot of lessons. Okay, I learned to be compassionate. I learned not to be greedy. I learned a lot of lessons doing the fucked up shit that I did. Like, because that was wrong with me to do that. I didn't have to. I didn't need all that money. Like I could have just. But then again, I'm like, why am I paying you? Why are you taking half of my paycheck? And the only way out of it was to claim all these dependents. You know what I mean? And then when you don't pay taxes at the end of the year, I was supposed to actually pay them back. I'm supposed to pay them every year. I didn't. I would owe them every money, and then all of a sudden, then I got caught, and I got in trouble. And then when our company got shut down, the mortgage company, we all got in trouble for fraud. And, changing a bank statement, I'm changing like a number here on a bank, and it wasn't that big of a deal until it was. But and then I go to work for somebody else in my family, and that person gets in trouble for some type of fraud. I was all white collar crimes. And then the things that I was actually really doing, like the stuff that I never got caught for the other bad shit. Kel, I know. Your brother and I did party a lot. But that was like, we partied a lot in our 20s to my 30s was the blast. That was the merge company years. And then after that was the, whatever I did. Worked at the school and stuff. But like, I stopped partying probably around 36. I kept getting in trouble. And when you get in trouble so long, it like builds up, and it's like at the point where you don't have a choice anymore. Like, and one more step, you're like one fuck up away from going away for life. Or not life, for like years, like not just 5 years probation with a suspended sentence, and you fucked it up. You have to spend 90 days, 90 days. It's like it took me so long to get out of the system. Now I'm like 10 and 2. You don't see me doing one thing wrong. I can't believe these people that get out of jail and prison right now and then continue to commit crimes. I really would like the psychology behind that. I know. I remember. Yeah. Every fucking week, me and him, every week. We had a system. Don't say too much about the people in our lives because of I don't want anybody to ever once, because if people hate me, they could go after people in my life. I didn't realize that. Like, don't say your government name. I was like, why? And I was like, don't say your family's name. I'm like, why? What the fuck? Because like they might like you one day. Like people are crazy, and I'm like, oh okay. But like and then also I don't want people like I slip every once in a while about where I live to when there's a lot of people watching, but I didn't know that in the beginning. So just saying the Jersey Shore or which one I've said a few times, but I don't think people have ever found my address. You know what's crazy? The guy, my other friend's husband, or I'm sorry, baby dad, Marine's kids, the ones that I call them my kids, their baby dad, their actual dad just got out, and he was out for 3 weeks, and he went back. I was fucking surprised. I didn't even tell anybody that. I didn't tell you guys that shit. Yeah, Sean got out, and he went back within 3 weeks because he went high-speed chase on a dirt bike. I don't get what the fuck. I was like, wow. I talked to him so many times. It was Marine's kid's dad, so obviously I was close to him because of her. But I only knew him for a couple of years because he went away when Lena was like 3. He just got out, and dude, I could not believe it. And then of course she's not doing well either. Cal, I need you to come back, man. I can't deal with these bitches by myself. They're lucky, Cal. Remember what I told you? Real Housewives of Methville one day. We think more Housewives of fucking Jersey's bad. I'll fucking expose even more shit. And that shit that happened. I have. I'll blow this. Like, I will. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Me and Kim D were like, we'll blow this fucking time. I think it was one time last year. We were just like, oh my God, we'll blow this shit out. We could blow that fucking kid. I was like, I know. Between you and I, we could blow that shit out of the water. And guess what happened? Teresa ended up doing it. Her people did it. They exposed all this shit. Kim's like, I could fucking wait between you and I. I'm like, don't even start. I'm not like you, Kim. Just kidding. I'm telling you, Kim's not, people say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know anything. She actually does, but she just doesn't talk about it. It's weird. I wish she would either just like stay. I don't want to talk. I can't say this or that. She makes things up because the truth is too fucked up. Like the truth, she can't say that. So it sounds like she's lying a lot, but she's not. She's just trying to protect ones here and there. And then sometimes it just doesn't land right. People think she's a flip flopper. I'm upset about the Vanessa stuff, but I can't really hold too much against her. Because she is a real bitch. She's a real Jersey girl. And people think that she's a joke. She's not. If people would really pay attention to who she is, when her book comes out, you'll see why she knows everything and why I say she's not a liar. She's just not telling you. She's just loyal. Not loyal. She just doesn't. It's just things you don't say. Things you don't, talk about. But I should have never even reminded you guys about the car thing. But I think people think she's a joke and she's not. But I also wish she would, not be so hell-bent against Gabriella just for exposing the truth. Because no matter what you think about any of these people, it's not going to change what Teresa has done. The receipts are there. Bravo knows about it. It's not alleged. They did some really awful things, some hurtful things. And everybody's pissed about it because we can't even enjoy a show. So that's it. Sorry I ranted for 2 fucking hours. I'll be back at 4:20. It's probably close to that now. All right. I'll be back in 40 minutes for a little bit. And then, me and Dustin. I'll get a hold of you, Dustin. If my back doesn't fuck. Yeah. All right. I'll be back later with Dustin, guys. Thanks for listening, everybody on X. Wish I could see who you were. It says you're on, but I can see if I go on X, but it's like, if you guys listen, I welcome opposing opinions. I'm not sitting here saying that what I say is right, but if you disagree, like I'm saying, I just would ask you to make it make sense for me, and let's just have a discussion, Like, I'm not, I'm not scary over here. Like, little old me, I'm really loud when I speak. So anyway, if you are watching, I appreciate you over here and on X, and I will see you guys in an hour for a tiny little tea break. I'm not going to make it long because I'll be back with Dustin. Thanks for listening and being my lovers, my best friends, and my love faces and my kitty teas. Love you. Cal.